Today I'm going to share with you the truth about beige paint colors and why they're so hard to get right. There are 5 undertones that everyone should know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down these 5 different undertones in the worlds of beiges. I've selected just a few paint colors, but I've selected a contrasting paint color that's going to pull out these undertones so that you can see them yourself. Also, I'm going to talk about the importance of comparing these beige paint colors with your fixed elements and why lighting is going to play a big role on how these paint colors could look like in your home. And then towards the end of this video, I'm going to let you know which undertone in the beige family is trending today. Undertone number 1 are green beiges. I've selected 2 different green beiges. The first one is Manchester tan, and watch what happens when I compare it with a new gray, which is considered a violet gray. Watch this. When you compare a new gray with Manchester tan, you can instantly see the green beiges in Manchester tan. And the second one I've selected is called Benjamin Moore Grant Beige. Watch this. When you compare Grant Beige with a new gray, again, you can instantly see the green beiges in Grant Beige. So now that you know about green beiges, you've got to be careful on how you compare these with your fixed elements and the type of lighting that you have in your home. When you pair it right, it really shouldn't look like a dominant green. It should be very subtle, but if you don't pair it right, then chances are the interior walls of your home are going to look really green. Undertone number 2 are yellow beiges. So what I've done, again, I selected 2 different yellow beiges to help give you an idea of what a yellow beige looks like. The first one is called Benjamin Moore Wheat Sheaf, and I'm going to compare it to a taupe called Ranchwood. Watch this. When you compare Ranchwood with Wheat Sheaf, you instantly see the yellow undertones in Wheat Sheaf. The second one may surprise many of you, and it's called Navajo White. Often online, you're going to see a lot of people that say Navajo White is a cream, but actually it's really a yellow beige. Watch what happens when you compare this with Ranchwood. Again, you're going to see that yellow beige and Navajo White. Got to be really careful when you're working with yellow beiges. If you don't get a lot of natural lighting, the interior walls can look really yellow. But when you pair it correctly with your fixed elements and you're mindful with the type of lighting that you have in your home, it will pair fantastic and it won't look so much as a yellow beige. Undertone number 3 are orange beiges. So the first orange beige I selected is called Papaya by Benjamin Moore. Watch what happens when I compare it with Coventry Gray, which is considered a blue gray. Watch this. When you compare Coventry Gray with Papaya, you will instantly see the orange beige undertones in Papaya. The other one that I've selected is called Croissant by Sherwin-Williams. Watch this. When you compare Croissant with Coventry Gray, again, you instantly see the orange beige undertones of Croissant. You need to be really careful when you're working with orange beiges, and particularly the undertones. If you have taupes or like pinkish taupes in your home, then if you were to paint your interior walls in orange beige, it's going to make that pink pop out, and it's going to make the interior walls look more orange than it really is. Wow. The fourth undertone are called pink beiges, and the first one I'm going to show you is a paint color called Benjamin Moore Muslin. Now this is a paint color where a lot of people claim that it's a taupe, but it's not. It's a pink beige, and I can't tell you how many clients have contacted me after they painted their home or their space with muslin. They say, Jacob, my walls or my space looks pink. Watch what happens when I compare this with Gray Owl by Benjamin Moore, which is considered a blue gray. You're going to instantly see when I compare it with muslin, you see that pink beige undertone. The next one I'm going to compare it to is called Maritime White. This is a really good example. Don't select a paint color by its name. Maritime White is not a white, it's a pink beige. Watch this. When you compare Maritime White with Gray Owl, you instantly see the pink beige in Maritime White. When you pair a pink beige correctly, it should not look like a pink wall. That's super important. That's why I say you really got to take your time. You got to be mindful with the type of lighting that you have in your home, not just the fixed elements, and also don't forget about your interior decor. And the fifth undertone are gold beiges, like Safari from Sherwin-Williams. Watch what happens when I compare Safari with Charlotte Slate by Benjamin Moore, which is considered a blue-green. So you're going to instantly see when I compare it with Safari, look how gold Safari looks. The next one I'm going to compare it with is called Benjamin Moore Shelburne Buff. Watch what happens when I compare this with Charlotte Slate by Benjamin Moore. Again, you see the gold beige in Shelburne Buff. So gold beiges, often when I'm using these type of paint colors, I'm trying to create this warm, cozy ambiance depending on the fixed elements. And you've got to be really careful, because if you compare this with a fixed element that's really clean or it's on the light side, your walls are going to look muddy or dirty, and I don't want that to happen to you. So please be careful when you compare gold beiges with what you have in your home. For those of you that find this video helpful, let me know by putting a like. Now that you know that there are 5 different undertones in the worlds of beiges, the question is, which beige undertone is going to pair best with what you have in your home? You can keep on researching, or you can keep on buying different paint samples, or you could just get it right the first time by checking out the link that's right down below in the description section. It's going to take you to my website, and I'm going to show you how I can help you regardless where you live. I'm an online color consultant. I help people with both interior or exterior paint colors, and I highly encourage all of you to read the reviews, see what clients have to say. Next, I'm going to talk about why lighting and fixed elements will play a key role on how all of these different beige undertone paint colors will look like in your home. When it comes to lighting and fixed elements, they're both intertwined. There's just so many factors that you have to be aware of. If this is your first time ever seeing me in video, I highly recommend you to go to my website and then click on that search bar. Most of these paint colors, I have talked about them. Find out what happens when you compare them with different types of fixed elements, and also learn about how each one of these paint colors will react depending if you have a north-facing room or a south-facing room, and etc. But let's just say, for example, you want to paint your home with Manchester tan, which is a green beige. Well, you've got to ask yourself, what type of kitchen cabinets do you have? Are they an off-white, or are they lean on the warm side? What's your kitchen backsplash? What's your kitchen countertops? What type of flooring do you have, for example? And then you also need to be mindful of lighting. If you don't receive a lot of natural lighting, don't be surprised if Manchester tan is going to look a little bit more green than it really is. And this is why lighting plays such a role in all of these paint colors, not just fixed elements. So there's a lot to consider when it comes to all these different beige undertones. It can get really overwhelming, and I get it. The best advice I can give all of you is to get a paint sample, compare it with your fixed elements, move it around, see what it looks like at different times of the day, and be mindful of your artificial lighting. Also, for those of you that remember, towards the very beginning of this video, I was going to let you know what are the trending beige paint colors today. They have a grayish in it, which means it's a mix of a beige and a little bit of a gray. And next week, I'm going to talk about the worlds of grays. And by the way, neutral ground is one of them. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.